Hello guys, how are you doing on this fine day? And welcome to your 26th Java tutorial. Now in this tutorial we're going to be going over typecasts. Now I think I owe it to you guys after holding this topic off for such a long time to actually finally do this tutorial. So anyways guys, let's go. I'm ready. So anyways, what typecasts are, they're pretty much ways that you can put in exceptions into your compiler for certain cases that would regularly be considered uh, improper in coding, I guess, or in code. And let me just demonstrate this by giving an example. Say we had an integer a and we set it equal to 3.678, something like that. Sorry, I repeated myself there twice. Strange. But anyways, we're obviously getting an error right now. So how do we fix this without, going through much trouble? Well, there's actually a way to do this. All we need to do is put int in these parentheses. And what this means is that we're casting this value here to be an integer, or whatever type we put inside these parentheses. And all this means in this case is that this cast that always comes before the value, it's saying, alright, I need to make this value here an integer. How do I do that? Well, I'm just going to take all these values to the right of the decimal point, cast them away, or throw them away would be better, and then I'm just going to take the integer part and assign that to a. And as in this case, this fixes the problem because we get an integer value for a, and it's not a float or a double value. So everything goes fine, and we should get a value of 3 for a, as I've just explained. And if we print this out, well, look at that. We should get a 3. Alright, I'm going to hit OK. Bam. 3. Alright, we're all doing good. And it doesn't actually matter if this a here is an integer. It can be a double as well. The function of this cast still stays the same. It is always going to reduce this to an integer, or whatever type we have here. So let's just hit that play button, and bam, 3.0. Yes, and in addition to that, I'd actually like to mention that this not only works with just plain numbers, it can also work with variables. And by this I mean if we had a double A and we set it equal to 3.78, for example, we could simply create an integer b and set it equal to an integer cast of a, and we would still get absolutely the same result. Let's just run this program quickly. And oh yeah, sorry guys, that's my bad. We're printing b now, the integer, after the integer cast, and bam, we're still getting 3. Yeah, so that's pretty much the basic idea of typecasting in its most common use. When you say you have an integer, you have a bunch of floats that you're operating on, and you need to get an integer value back. Well, then you just put one of these casts here, and you'll be set. And by the way, I'm in reference to a previous tutorial. Remember, guys, when we had like we had to draw graphics, and we had like a graphics 2D class G2, and we set it equal to the graphics, the G variable, the local G variable, and we casted it to graphics 2D. Remember that, guys, when we had like a paint component class and all that good stuff? Well, the same principle is used here, since originally the parameter is G, and it's of type graphics. We simply want it to we want to interpret that variable G as a graphics 2D variable, because we want to operate with a graphics 2D object, because it has more complex commands that we can use to draw stuff. So I don't know, I'm just trying to connect everything up with typecast